we are often advised to weigh the pros and cons before we speak anything. It seems as if politicians do not abide by this principle, especially those representing the DMK. Their hyperbole is now undermining the sovereignty of India. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI English channel yet, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Coming back to the story, in this video I will tell you about the latest secessionist tendency emerging in India. Let's begin. Our constitution defines India as a union of states. Following it, no state can legally decide to separate itself from the Indian polity. But as you know, not everyone believes in the founding document of our polity. Few of them are found in Tamil Nadu as well. Alarm bells have started to ring for those who stayed silent on DMK's Hindu-hating rhetoric. The threat of Tamil Nadu seceding is now being made in public. A Raja, yes, the biggest star of the scams during the UPA era, has threatened to disintegrate India. Raja is now demanding autonomy for Tamil Nadu. It is interesting to note that no one knows what the autonomy of states means in the Indian context. But these kinds of statements help local political parties gain ground among their people. Raja also said it at an event for local bodies. Raja said, and we quote, "I urge the centre to grant us autonomy. We shall not stop our fight until Tamil Nadu gets state autonomy." Then came the remark which clarified what Raja meant by autonomy. Since Raja and by extension his party DMK virtually worships Periyar, he explicitly extended his support for Periyar's now dead demand for a separate Tamil nation. To put it simply, Raja was subtly demanding secession from India. Raja added, "However, we have kept that demand aside so far for the sake of democracy and unity of India. I urge Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah not to force us to revive the demand. Please give us state autonomy." This is not the only time leaders belonging to DMK have aired their opinion about anything inherent to the idea of India. Their anti-Hindi stand is well known. Time and again they have come out against teaching Hindi to people born in Tamil Nadu. In fact, it terms the attempt to teach a language spoken by more than half of Indians as Hindi imposition. The hate for Hindi is so much that the party organizes protests against the language. Earlier this month, a senior DMK MP, TKS Elangovan, again invoked the language card. He termed Hindi a language of underdeveloped states. He even said that learning Hindi will convert people into Shudras. Elangovan said Hindi is native tongue in only underdeveloped states like Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. Look at West Bengal, Odisha, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Punjab. Aren't all these developed states? Hindi is not the mother tongue of the people of these states. Hindi will convert us to Shudras. Hindi will be no good for us. The hate for Hindi probably has its roots in hate for Hindus. Aryan-Dravidian divide propagated by unscientific Aryan invasion theory has made deep inroads into the state. Apparently, Periyar, the guru of DMK, was the biggest exponent of the anti-Hindu and anti-Brahmin movement. Though on the face, MK Stalin has disclosed that he is an atheist, the activities carried out by his party in the state do not reflect any kind of neutral atheistic principle. That is, someone who is indifferent towards any religion. The fact of the matter is that the religious inclination of DMK is anti-Hindu. At least this is what their actions suggest. Various mandirs have been demolished by DMK government. In July last year, Bhakts had to take to the streets to air their dissent against the demolition of mandirs. No wonder K. Annamalai has emerged as strong opposition to the sickening ideology in the state. If you observe it closely, there is a sequence here. Stage 1 is Hindu hatred. Stage 2 is Hindi hatred. Stage 3 is separation from India. But there is always a counterpunch in democracy. K. Annamalai has rung the bells. Leaders like A. Raja should prepare for oblivion if they don't mend their ways.